Hi, my dear student. I am welcoming you to the corporate administration classes. Here in previous classes, we are discussing so many concepts or topics, regarding the second unit. So in this second unit, we are already completing the so many concepts. Among those, the introduction already we are completed. Formation of company already we are completed in the four stages. The first one is a promotion stage. Second one is the incorporation stage. Third one is the capital subscription stage, and fourth one is the business commencement stage. In this stage, the first stage we are discussing here. So already we are completing the promotion stage. In those, so meaning of promotion and definition of promotion. After that, the steps involved in the promotion of a company. Then we are moving on meaning of promoter, definition of promoter. Now we have to be discussing the concept called as types of promoters. Types of promoters. Here, the types of promoter, it is asked for 2 marks question. The types of promoters. Here, the first one is the professional promoter. The first one is the professional promoter, and the second one is the part-time promoter. Third one is the full-time promoter. So these three is very important types of the promoters. Who is a promoter? We are very well known. Who is a promoter? Is a promoter is nothing but a promoter is one who undertakes the process of the company. Who undertakes the process of the company? So that person what we called as promoter. ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Here this type of promoters, they has the different types of promoters. Why? Because promoter is not a compulsory or a employee of the organization. Promoter is not a employee of the organization. Promoter is a just a person. We are contracting, we are going to agreement with the person called as promoter for a certain sum of period or term. ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಅವಧಿಯವರೆಗೂ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅವನ ಜೊತೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. We made a contract with the promoter for a certain sum of period or certain sum of time. So either it may be 1 year, or it may be 2 years, or it may be after the completion of incorporation. Then he will be no existence or not in the company. No existence of the company until unless the incorporation he will be existed. Therefore the promoter has a different types of the promoters. Those promoters we are classified into three major types. First one is the professional promoter, second one is the part-time promoter, third one is the full-time promoter. So what it means, a professional promoter? What it means, a professional promoter? A professional promoter is nothing but he is also one of the type of the promoter. Professional promoter is nothing but he is also one of the type of the promoter. So in this, what happens here? He's a person, he's a person who provide their services for formation of a company to other people. They can retire after completion of getting registration. This means a professional promoter. But it means the profession. For example, doctors are the profession, lawyers are the profession, so lecturers are the profession, teaching is the profession. So what it means, profession is nothing but the profession is nothing but is the expert person in a particular field or a knowledgeable person in a particular field. So that is what we call as the profession. Professional promoter is nothing but is a person who provide the services. Services is nothing but he working the activities. Such activities we are assigning to the person called as promoter. those activity is fulfilled or completed by the promoter. So that type of what we called as the services he is given for the starting of a company. Formation is nothing but starting, establishing, formation, each and everything is same. In the previous class, someone is asking me, sir, types or kinds are both are same or different? See, I am given the assignment questions. In these assignment questions, I am particularly mentioning that types. The types or kinds are both are same. Types or kinds are both are same. There is no differentiation. As well as the formation, establishment, starting is same. There is no differentiation. So a professional promoter is nothing but he is also a person who provides the services for the establishment of the company to the other people. They are retiring. There is no existence after getting registration under the Companies Act of 2013. After getting registration under the Companies Act of 2013, then the professional promoters are retired from the company. For example, Infosys company, when in the beginning stages or when in the preliminary stages, Infosys also recruiting or appointing the promoters. In that situation, after Infosys company, they are going to register under the Companies Act of, it is a old company, but in the old act it is registered, but now it is in new company means it is going to registered in the act called as Companies Act of 2013. So after registration, the professional promoter's existence is not there in the company. Therefore, this type of promoters, what we called as the professional promoters, ವೃತ್ತಿಪರ ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕರು. ವೃತ್ತಿಪರ ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ವೃತ್ತಿನೇ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪನಿಯನ್ನ ಪ್ರವರ್ತನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಕಂಪನಿಯನ್ನ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಕಂಪನಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವಲ್ಲೇ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು ವಹಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಪೂರೈಸಿ ಕಂಪನಿ ನೋಂದಣಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಕಂಪನಿಯಿಂದ ಅವರು ನಿವೃತ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರ ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಸಹ ಆ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ವೃತ್ತಿಪರ ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್. After that, next we are moving on the second one. Next we are moving on the second one, part-time promoter. Who is a part-time promoter? So many times we heard this word in different organizations or industries. So part-time work, full-time work. What is the differentiation between part-time work and a full-time work? Full-time work means from the morning to evening till the working hours they prescribed, they given by the company. Either it may be 8 hours or it may be a 9 hours. Nowadays it is a 9 hours. But previously it is a 8 hours. It is a full time. What about the part time? So 2 hours, 1 hour they are working in our organization, but they are not in our company as a full time employee. See, as well as this is also tells us part-time promoter is nothing but he is also a person who provides the services to other people for the formation of the company as a part-time job. See, this is the most important point here. We should remember this. We should keep in mind part-time job. Part-time job is nothing but so he is not working as a full-time employee of the organization, as well as he is not taken in the activities in a full-time basis. Just is taking as a part-time basis. Only 1 hour or 2 hour per day they are working on behalf of the company, in the favor of the company. Sir, what about the remaining hours? Remaining hours he is doing the other jobs. He is not taking into the organizational activities. Therefore, he is a person who provides the services to the other persons for the formation of company as a part-time job. He can able to receive the reward or commission for the existence of the company. See, this is the most important point here. The part-time promoter is nothing but is not working as a full-time person or full-time employee in an organization. He is doing the promotion job. He is doing the promotion job as a part-time job, and he is receiving the reward or commission, 2% commission, 3% commission, or 10% commission after existing the company. Means after company going to registered, company register ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವನು ಆ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಅರೆಕಾಲಿಕ ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕ. ಅರೆಕಾಲಿಕ ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಯತಕಾಲಿಕ, ಅರೆಕಾಲಿಕ. ಅರೆಕಾಲಿಕ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಕೆಲವು ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಕಾಲಾವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವನು ಒಂದು ಅರೆಕಾಲಿಕ ಕೆಲಸಗಾರನಾಗಿ ಅವನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅರೆಕಾಲಿಕ ಒಂದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರವರ್ತನೆ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಅವನು ಕಂಪನಿಯನ್ನ ಪ್ರವರ್ತನೆ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರತಿಫಲವಾಗಿ ಏನನ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅರೆಕಾಲಿಕ ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ದ ಫುಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್. Here, who is a full-time promoter? Full-time promoter is a person who do the job of promotion for their own sake. After the formation of company, they do not retire. They do not retire means they must and should continue their existence. A full-time promoter. See, what we are discussing in the previously, a part-time promoter. But now we are discussing the full-time promoter. Here, who is a full-time promoter is nothing but a full-time promoter is a person who do the activities of the company promotion, who do the activities of the company, each and every activities, each and every task before registration. See, this is very, very important. Before registration, there is lot of work is there to getting the copyrights, to getting the preliminary expenses, appointment of the different responsible authorities or the key personal managers, KMP. So what is the expansion of the KMP? Key managerial persons. Key managerial persons. Those key managerial persons also appointed by the promoter only. Why? Because before registration, the company does not has a right to appoint the key personals, key managerial persons. Therefore, it is very, very essential to appoint the key managerial persons, also the promoter. So, therefore, a full-time promoter is nothing but full-time promoter is a person who do the job on the basis of full-time after company registered, after company formed. So, they do not going to retired, they are keeps on continuing. Company continues the full-time promoter. Why? Because promoters is essentially required. Without promoters nowadays, we can't promote our product. We can't acquire the market share. Why? Because too much of competition is there in the market. Therefore, full-time promoters is very, very essential. Also a key persons in the managerial activities. Therefore, these are all the types of promoters. These are all the types of promoters. What are those types of promoter? The first one is the professional promoter. Second one is the part-time promoter. Third one is the full-time promoter. So that is the 2 marks question here. After that, the next concept here, legal position of a promoter. Legal position of promoter. This is the 6 marks question. My dears, this is the 6 marks question here. Legal position of promoter. Legal position of promoter is very, very essential. So what legality he has how he can appointed promoter, whether he is a legal person or illegal person. So this question is arises in the minds of shareholders, in the minds of each and every employee of the organization. Therefore, we should know the legality of the promoter. What is meant by legal? What is meant by legal? Legal is nothing but lawful, lawful, lawful position of the promoter. Lawful is nothing but ಕಾನೂನು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕನ ಕಾನೂನುಬದ್ಧ ಸ್ಥಾನಮಾನ. ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕನ ಕಾನೂನುಬದ್ಧ ಸ್ಥಾನಮಾನ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಕ್ವಶನ್ 6 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ promoter. What are the legal position is explaining below. Here, what are the legality of the promoter is nothing but the first point tells us, the first point tells us a promoter is neither an agent of nor a trustee for the company. See what they are telling us. So the promoter is not a agent of the company. See, this is very neither an agent nor a trustee means he is not an agent of the organization. They are not a trustee of the organization, but he is acting as a trustee. He is acting as an agent. Why? Because company made a contract or agreement between the promoter, or promoter made an agreement or contract between the third party. See, this point is very essential. A promoter is nothing but, so how legal position of the promoter he is. A promoter is neither an agent or act as a trustee, but he is not a agent, he is not a trustee of the company, but he acts as a agent and a trustee of the company because of the agreement made between the third party. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥವನು ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಅವನೊಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರವರ್ತನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಧರ್ಮದರ್ಶಿನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಧರ್ಮದರ್ಶಿ. ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿನೂ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅವನು ಕಂಪನಿ ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರದೇ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವನನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಂಪನಿಗಳ ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನನ್ನ ಫಿಡಿಷಿಯರಿ, ಧರ್ಮದರ್ಶಿತ್ವ. ಸೊ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಫಿಡಿಷಿಯರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿನೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಅವನು ಧರ್ಮದರ್ಶಿನೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅವನು ಕಂಪನಿ ಒಪ್ಪಂದ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಕಂಪನಿ ಸ್ವತ್ತುಗಳನ್ನ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಕಂಪನಿಯನ್ನ ನೋಂದಣಿ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಪ್ರವರ್ತನೆಯ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮೂರನೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಅವನು ಒಪ್ಪಂದ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಮೂರನೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಅವನ ಒಪ್ಪಂದ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೋ ಅವನನ್ನ ನಾವು ನ್ಯಾಸಾದಾರಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದಾಗಿದೆ. ಅವನನ್ನ ನಾವು ನ್ಯಾಸಾದಾರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರಿಬಹುದಾಗಿದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿನೂ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಧರ್ಮದರ್ಶಿನೂ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್, from the moment he acts with the company in mind, he stands in a fiduciary position towards the company he promotes. See what they are telling us. From the moment he acts with a company means when we are made the contract between the promoter through the third party, he acts as a fiduciary position, means acts as a trustee or confidence or agent, so towards the company. So when we are made the contract, when he started to act as a promoter, so he stands for, or he is in the position of fiduciary. Fiduciary means not a trustee, not a agent, but acts as a trustee and agent. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಕಂಪನಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗುವಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿನೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಸಾರಿ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿ ಆಗಿನೂ ಅವನನ್ನ ನಂಬಲ್ಲ, ಏಜೆಂಟು ಅವನಾಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಅವನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ವರ್ತಿಸ್ತಾನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿ ಆಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವನು ವರ್ತಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನು ಧರ್ಮದರ್ಶಿತ್ವವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಿಡಿಷಿಯರಿ. ಫಿಡಿಷಿಯರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಆಸ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ. ಫಿಡಿಷಿಯರಿ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಫಿಡಿಷಿಯರಿ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಆರ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ that acts on behalf of another person or their clients to protect the interest of the organization. This is what I am telling. Fiduciary is nothing but is a person or the organization acts on behalf of another person or protect the company interest. So that is what we called as the fiduciary. So here promoter acts as a fiduciary, not a agent or not a trustee of the company. So after that, the third one is here, the third one, the fiduciary relation requires full disclosure of the relevant facts, including any profile made. See, this is the most important point. They tells us what is the most important point here. The fiduciary relation requires all disclosure. Disclosure is nothing but here disclosure means showing. Disclosure means showing or relative facts is nothing but correct information. Correct information. Facts is nothing but correct information. The fiduciary relation requires full showing of relevant correct information, including the profiles made. Means each and every relative information, correct information must and should disclose to the management. So this is also the legality of the promoter. After that, the next one here, a promoter cannot make either directly or indirectly any profit at the expense of the company he promotes without the knowledge and consent of the company, and that he does so in disregard of this rule, the company can compel him to account for it. Means a promoter cannot make either directly or indirectly any profit. See, the promoter we are appointing only for the purpose of promoting the company, not to make the earning of profit. Not to make the earning of profit. If any profits he is made, he is earning any profits without the knowledge or consent. What it means, the consent here? Consent means acceptance. Consent means acceptance. Without getting the acceptance of the company, he made any profit, that if he does so in disregard of this rule, ಆ ರೂಲ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, disregard of this rule, the company can compel with him to show the account. Means to show the account if any expenses you made it as a profit. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕಂಪನಿ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಪನಿ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಆ ರೂಲ್ ನ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಶುಡ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ದಿ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಎನಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಆನ್ behalf of the profits. Yes, the next point here. Next point also tells us the legality of the promoter. A promoter is not allowed to derive a profit from the sale of his own property, the company, unless all material facts are disclosed. See what they are telling us. A promoter is not allowed to make a profit. Derive means make a profit from the sale of his own property to the company unless the materials are shown. means unless showing the each and every ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ದೇನೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿಯನ್ನ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ರೂಲ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ತಾನು ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಸ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿನ ತನ್ನ ಆಸಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರ ಮಂಡಳಿಗೂ ಅವನು ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಸಹ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪನಿ ಆಸ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ತೋರಿಸೋವರೆಗೂ ಸಹ ಅವನು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಲೌಡ್ ಟು ಸೇಲ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ company unless the materials are shown the correct information. After that, the next concept is functions of promoter, but it is very important legal position of the promoter. Once again ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, legal position of the promoter is nothing but it is a ಲೀಗಲ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾಫುಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್. ಕಾನೂನಿನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅವನು ಏನನ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಏನನ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು. ಐದರ್ ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಿ ಆರ್ ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಏಜೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟಿ. ಸೊ ಹೂ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ ಲೀಗಲಿ. ಸೊ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್, ಕಾನೂನು ಪ್ರವರ್ತಕನ ಕಾನೂನುಬದ್ಧ ಸ್ಥಾನಮಾನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ.